Welcome to the MW Podcast, where we bring you the latest Lovejoy sports and non-Lovejoy sports once a month. I'm your host, Will Dolig, along with my other host,
Margo Freelu.
Enjoy the show. We're back with Jaxson Lavender. If you guys don't know, we had some technical difficulties with our last podcast.
We were having a lot of trouble uploading our recording, but now we think we figured it out, so we're ready.
We're sorry to leave you on a cliffhanger, but like they say, all the good things come to those who wait.
But, follow the MW Pod on Instagram so you can, stay updated with all of our announcements and whenever we're posting.
At the MW Pod. So, fun fact, this podcast will be posted on the Red Ledger website, and then will be posted on Apple Podcasts later on. But going forward for the other episodes, it'll be posted on both Apple Podcasts and the Red Ledger website at the same time.
Yes.
So, and Jaxson Lavender has so happily rejoined us for this podcast, even though we've already filmed one 33-minute segment. So, Jaxson, welcome back.
Thank you, Doyle. Yes. It's a pleasure to be back just in this wonderful atmosphere with you and Margo.
Yes, we're happy to have you. Okay, so basically, we had homecoming last week, football game against Terrell. Score was 56-7, right? Yep. You want to talk about that? How do you think that went?
I thought Terrell was a very, very good team, especially with them actually entering 5A. They were a 4A team last year. So I thought they held up well, but I feel like it was a good team win just for us to get our legs back under. Mm-hmm. And just kind of feel like what it used to feel like, Lovejoy football game, blowouts, a lot of offense, good defense, and we're getting back to what we're used to, and I think that's going to help us out in the future.
And what do you think about, this is the first game I think we've had all three quarterbacks play, right?
Second one.
What do you think about that? How did that go for you?
It's definitely something new with all three quarterbacks rotating in. It's something we have to get used to as receivers because each of them are very different, and we have to adjust according to each of their strengths. Not too much, obviously. Ross has got it narrowed it down to where it's very simple for us, but, it's definitely different, and I hope it works out in our favor.
Yeah.
So that game was against... I was having trouble. Is it Terrell or Terrell?
It's Terrell.
Terrell, okay. I don't know why I thought it was Terrell, but so that was actually the fourth game of the season.
Yes.
The first game, they beat College Station 52-27. The next game was against Argyle. It was a close game. Came down to the wire, so it was 56-49, a loss. And
they went to state last year for.
They did not. I think they went 4 rounds. I want to say 4. They didn't go to state.
So,
I think Stephenville and someone else went to state.
For 4 there, right?
Another
5.
Pretty good team going in. So, North Crowley. Where'd y'all play that?
At North Crowley.
It was an hour and 30 minutes.
Okay.
2 hours.
So, that was a loss 28-20, and then they bounced back against Terrell. It says 59-7.
Oh, 59-7, sorry.
That could be wrong, though. So, who knows? And then this Friday, they're playing Denison. So, can you give us some insight on the game plan for that game?
Denison is a very good opponent, especially at Munson Stadium. Munson Stadium is a very hard place to play in, especially with the student section.
They have
that's
a
right
huge
behind
student
you.
section.
Yeah, it's right
that's
behind you.
That's how it is for basketball, too.
And you know what? Honestly, that'd be a very fun. And for me, I think it'll be very fun to play in. Because we're the villain. We're the villain in this circumstance, and you know what? Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good to go in there and just attack, what someone doesn't want you to have. Mm-hmm. And I think they're a good team. They've got a good DB core out there at safety. They got a safety who's a 4-star, and I don't know much about their offense, but I know they're fast in that aspect. And
All right, moving on. We got the volleyball team.
Oh yeah. Okay, so volleyball is 16-12 on the season. They actually have a game. Well, this isn't going to be uploaded tonight, but Tuesday, September 20th.
Yeah, today as we're filming the podcast, it's Tuesday, and so they're playing Denison tonight.
Yes.
So.
And we've also had some recent commits. We've had Bethany Wu commit to Yale. This was about, 2-ish?
I think it was early August.
Yeah, maybe? Early August, 2-3 weeks ago. And then Hannah Gonzalez committed last year to North Texas.
2 people D1 bound.
Yes, D1 bound. They're looking good. They're kind of a young team. We've got a lot of sophomores. Not a lot of sophomores, more juniors that are on the team. But we had a lot of seniors graduate last year that went to go play in college.
Yeah.
So
bright future too.
Yeah.
So with this game tonight, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 games left.
9 games left.
So yeah, and then after that, I think it just goes into playoffs, right?
Yeah. So the girls are hoping to win a 3-peat state, or they're already 3-peats.
Yeah.
Win 4-peat. I know.
4-peat.
Is that a thing? Is that how you say it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
hoping to be 4-peat state champions. Yeah. I think they're doing good so far this season. They're adjusting well to the change on their team. So
yeah, they lost a lot of seniors from last year.
There's probably like 6, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, bright future for volleyball team. So.
Okay.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Cool. So we do a segment for the Red Ledger every week where we pick 3 college football games and 3 NFL games. So we have our picks, and we are gonna go over those, and Jackson's gonna also do his picks. So the first game is Florida versus Tennessee. Would you like to start, Margo?
So basically, I chose Tennessee. There's no really reasoning behind my picks. I really like Tennessee. I think it's a pretty campus, and that's why I chose them to win.
Yes, it is a beautiful campus. Yeah, I got the Vols on top. Honestly, Florida's not that great. Y'all may not know, but they lost or barely beat South Florida last week at their home stadium. They lost by 3. Don't know how that happened. So to think that they can go into Knoxville, Tennessee, and beat Tennessee in a primetime game, it's just not going to happen. So Vols on top. Vols bake.
I also will take Tennessee. I didn't see their most recent game, but I did see when they played Pitt, I believe. And I thought they matched up pretty well against a good Pitt team. And so, yeah, I'm going to go with Tennessee. Even though I am a big fan of Florida's quarterback right now, but I'm going to go with Tennessee. I think they're a better put-together team.
Okay. Anthony Richardson guy?
Oh, my gosh.
You like him?
Freakish. Yeah, I like him a lot.
All right, next, this is in Jerry's world, Arkansas versus Texas A&M. Margo.
Well, my homecoming dinner, I was sitting next to Jack Trevega, who's watching the Arkansas game. They didn't play very well at the beginning. And so, that just kind of, influenced me. And A&M, although they did lose to, App State, they did play really well last week. So, I chose A&M. Gig 'em.
Okay. I'm different. Not so fast. I got Arkansas. I think Arkansas is just one of those teams that's just really gritty and tough, and I just don't think A&M's quite where they need to be, and I think Arkansas is more ready going in. So I think, and Arkansas won last year too, so that could give A&M some more motivation to win the game. But I still think the Hogs are a better team, so I'm going Arkansas.
It is at Arkansas, correct?
It's Jerry's World.
Jerry's World. Sorry.
Neutral site.
Oh, okay. I'm going to have to go Pigs on top. I mean, I think I'm not a believer in A&M right now, dude. I don't think Jimbo can get it, his team to even play.
Very on and off.
And, I mean, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that, but it just doesn't. Okay, they won, and they beat I feel like, an average Miami team.
Yeah.
A very average Miami team. And, again, like I said, I think when it gets really tough, with the team against Arkansas, I think Arkansas has been in tough moments, and I don't think A&M can handle tough moments. So I'm going to go with Arkansas.
I like that
That's a good
answer.
pick. I like that. All right, next one. We got Clemson versus Wake Forest. It is at Wake Forest.
Ooh.
Chose Clemson. So I'm applying there. It's really pretty. Yeah, that's my pick.
I'm going to throw a little upset out there. I got the Demon Deacons on top. They got a good coaching staff. They got a solid team. That coach, I don't know his name, but he's kind of revolutionized that program a little bit over the past few years. And I don't think Clemson, I don't know about their quarterback, DJ, I don't know. So I think Wake Forest is a veteran team, and I think them at home too. I think the fans are going to go crazy. So I got Wake Forest and upset.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I think it's a very underrated program, Wake Forest is, and you have to take into play that they are playing at home. in a very hyped up situation where people in Wake Forest know about Wake Forest, but not everybody else knows. And I think Clemson with DJ Ungalelli is not the same with Clemson with Cade Klubnik at the helm.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think as long as DJ Ungalelli is starting, I'm going to have to always kind of go against Clemson, especially with a good team like Wake Forest.
Yeah. Can't win if you're inconsistent.
For sure.
Yeah. So
For sure.
All right. So now we're moving on to NFL. So we got Ravens at the Patriots.
This one was eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Pick the Ravens. Let's hope they can pull through.
Yeah, I don't have much to say on this one. I got Ravens. Lamar Jackson is good, and I think
Oh, he is good.
I just think they're gonna win. Honestly,
Yeah. I'll go with Ravens, too. I mean, I haven't been really keeping up with a lot of the NFL stuff as much as I have in college, but I think I'm going to go with the Ravens. I think they have a better offense, and I don't know. I don't feel like the Patriots have figured themselves out yet right now.
okay. Next, we got Eagles versus Commanders.
I chose the Eagles because I'm pretty sure I have a lot of people on my fantasy team. from the Eagles. Actually, maybe it's just one. Still. Yeah.
Who it is?
No.
Okay.
I have no idea who it is.
Is it Jalen Hurts?
No.
And that was a terrible pick.
Yeah. I actually just changed my pick just a second ago. I had the Eagles, but then I realized Auburn's old defensive line coach left Auburn after a week of being on the job and went to the Eagles. So kind of got a little beef going there. So Commanders, they've been playing good. Carson Wentz has actually been playing good.
Yeah.
And it's at home. I think that's a big factor. So I got the Commanders.
I'm going to go Eagles because I think Jalen Hurts is on a roll right now.
They played
And I
last
don't-
night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they did
don't, I don't see him stopping. Darius Slay. I mean,
Slay?
I don't know
Yeah.
if there's any wide receiver that the Commanders have that could really, infect him on that. He's going to take away a whole section of the field, and I don't think if there's another guy that can just, cohort that or avert that, if that makes sense.
Fair.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Last one. We got Raiders at Titans.
Chose the Raiders. Again, don't really know why. I just did. So, yeah, that's my pick.
I got Raiders. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. It's a lethal duo. And they have Jarrett Stidham, who's a former Auburn quarterback, and I
Oh,
love Jarrett Stidham. So
Got you. I'm going to go with the Raiders also, just because of that offense. And watching the Titans last night against a very good Bills team, I feel like the Titans still need to kind of get something consistent going because everybody knows about Derek. And, you stop Derek, you stop AJ, and then, at that point, you're kind of looking around like, okay, what do we do at that point? And I think the Raiders can figure out the Titans better than the Titans can figure out the Raiders.
okay, cool. That concludes our Pick Six segment. So we have a guest on each podcast. So for each guest, they're going to get an interview, and so we're going to interview Jayla right now with some random questions and some other questions. So completely randomized. Margo, would you like to start?
yes. Okay. J-Lab, how do you feel about the season starting, and how are you feeling about the team this year?
I thought the season started okay. Obviously, it's not probably. It did not start the way I wanted it to, but I have faith that it started how it needed to start, and I feel only positive thoughts and only positive outcomes from here on out. So I feel good about our team, and I feel that we're learning from it, and I think it's going to help us in the long run.
That's good.
Cool. Who would win in a fight, a sloth or a parrot?
Well, see, I think given the circumstance that a sloth is slow and can't fly, I think a parrot would just be way too effective on a slow, non-flying sloth.
Yes,
I agree.
fair.
It just doesn't make
Yeah.
sense for me to say the sloth, so I'm going to have to go with the parrot.
Okay.
It's a good choice. Okay. What are you looking to leave behind when you move on to the next level?
Honestly, just something I'm wanting to leave behind is not really a legacy of sorts, but just a example, if that makes sense, of just what it means to be a part of this team and how we approach each and every day or practice or any film session. Just something that keeps going and keeps building upon just this foundation that we're setting for the future of Lovejoy football, and not even just football, but Lovejoy students possibly, of being the best version of ourselves and being able to ultimately the outcome being successful in sports, not in sports, just successful people, but for the football standpoint, winning a state championship and becoming a powerhouse like so many of these other schools, but more on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Cool. What do you like to do off the field?
Man, I like to eat and sleep. I'm a big foodie. I'll sit down and eat anywhere. I don't care if I'm by myself or with people. If I want good food, I will go out of my way to get good food. I don't eat fast food very often at all, unless it's like I need to.
Unless it's Palmer's chicken.
Palmer's chicken. I wouldn't even consider it fast food.
It's fried chicken.
It's fried chicken.
It's fried chicken.
You're telling me fried chicken is fast food? You know how long it takes to fry a chicken?
That's true. Very true. I'll give you that.
Like, when I think of fast food, like I think of McDonald's. I will never eat at McDonald's
I don't think I'll
willingly.
ever eat at McDonald's.
I won't eat at Cane's willingly. I'll get like a honey butter chicken biscuit from Whataburger.
That's a good purchase.
That's on the
no Cane's though for you?
Man, I used to be a big Cane's guy. I used to be a big like fast food person, but I haven't really just been into that.
I'd rather have good food, like good quality food.
Yeah. If I think the quality sucks, like, and I think a lot of places need to stick to what they're good at. I think a lot of fast food chains like Sonic.
Agree. Yeah.
I'm not going to go to Sonic to go get food. Sonic is a drink place, and they should stick to that.
Agreed.
And even then, because they've reached like they're trying to adhere to the food, I feel like they make the drinks below average now.
I agree.
So that's why I'm a swig guy now.
What's your favorite like restaurant to go to?
Restaurant?
Yes. Like where would you go? Like
you talking about if I'm blowing some money or if I'm just like
where would you go if like somewhere nice, and then where would you go like you're just like kind of hungry and you're out and you want to go grab some food?
Okay, so if I'm going somewhere nice, there's two places I'm going, and it's either Del Frisco's or Capitol Grill.
Del Frisco's is good.
Those two places just are top notch to me. Like it's great quality. Like I'm a big steak guy, so I've had great quality steak and just a bunch of like cool stuff like that. And for just somewhere I usually go down on a normal basis is Black Walnut. Shout out my boy Ben Bolin, hooking me up at Black Walnut.
Shout out Ben.
We took Parker there after y'all worked out one time.
Yeah. I think they make good food. And Ben probably disagrees with me, but I think they make good enough food.
I think they have good food.
Me too.
I heard they have chicken and waffles.
They do. They have a lot. I'm not like it's more than just like
it's like
big variety.
It's so good.
Really, I've never been actually.
No, we should go.
I've never been.
That's why I want to do an FCA thing.
Okay. Yeah.
That'd
be good.
That would be good.
Yeah, like speaking off when you were talking about like the restaurants need to stick to what they do well. Like, I just thought of McDonald's and the McRib.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is just disgusting.
With a fish sandwich. Like
exactly. Like there's just no way.
So, I can't believe people actually eat the fish sandwich.
Yeah, that's really gross.
It's disgusting.
It's like Donald Trump's favorite meal. Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw something about that. Where like
I just made that up.
No, I thought
he would like bring to the White House like a bunch of fast food and just have it all on a table.
He looks like someone that would do that.
Big food guy.
Okay, moving on. Who would win in the arm wrestling contest? You or Coach Ross?
Coach Ross by far. This dude is a freak of nature, just mentally. I mean, honestly, okay, so you see him walk into a room and you're like, okay, who is this guy? Like, I mean, and then just the sheer will of power he does mentally and the workouts he does are insane. Like, the dude will just rep out pull-ups and make it as hard as he possibly can by holding weights on his feet. And he's all doing this while listening to a podcast. Like, the dude is
I've seen him lift while he's on a phone call with his AirPods in.
I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
But he's just... And he'll stop mid-lift. Like, this dude is always thinking about football. I've seen him literally get up from a set and just drop the weight and go to the board and just start drawing up football plays. Like,
That's
okay,
awesome.
like what are you thinking of right now? Obviously not the weight.
He's always scheming.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the thing that y'all did on Memorial Day? The thing that you and your dad did too? The like 100 squats, like
holy crap!
Oh, the Murph.
Yeah,
Oh, I've done that. That's awful.
That is
because Ross did that too. Yeah.
Ross did the Murph.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Ross is an animal, dude. Like he is a different breed when it comes. A lot of our coaches are, especially when it comes to working out. Some of them are just.
They're all in there all the time. Like
Yeah.
Coach Ledford.
Yeah,
Dude
Led's
is yoked.
Led's
I'm sure it's
He's
crazy.
yoked.
Swole Patrol. That's what they call him.
John's is huge.
Johns is a maniac.
He's insane.
Johns is actually there's something wrong with Johns. He likes my music that I play. I play like some 80s rock type when I lift.
Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's on special occasions.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
one
I
time.
like Bohemian Rhapsody. I like different kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And so she walked onto me one time playing that when I was by myself lifting.
It
Anyway,
was fun.
what do you call it? Oh yeah, so John's. I've literally played my music for him, and he's like, "Hey, can you leave it on?" And I was like, it took me about an hour 30 lift, and I leave. I go get lunch. I come back. I work out again, and the dude is still lifting.
No
listening to
way.
I'm like, dude, are you gonna go home? Like, coach, I have to leave.
That's
Like,
funny.
he's
He's awesome.
like, yeah, you can take it. Don't worry about it.
So like it looks like he's always on pre-workout. He just
Yeah.
always.
Well, no, he's doing the same lift too. That's what I forgot. He's doing the power clean and snatch. Like he's just
Dang.
and a bunch of pull-ups.
Yeah, he's
Muscle
crazy.
ups.
They're
He's
all
insane.
crazy.
No, yeah.
All right. If Jaxson Lavender went to his dream vacation spot, where would it be and why?
I liked Hawaii. When I went to Hawaii, that was really cool. I've always kind of wanted to go to Europe. I really am not a vacation guy, if that makes sense. I don't mind like
Really?
going to just a bunch of places, like cool places that I've never been to. I don't mind going to the mountains or anything like that. Mount Everest, that'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
But honestly, I'm more of a cruise guy.
Okay.
Cruise,
Mhm.
like cruise is top tier. You get on a good cruise, and you get like all the little perks and stuff like that with like eating the good
Yeah.
food and like
Like the
That's-
all-inclusive.
The
oh my
shows.
gosh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mess with that.
Dude, I love cruises, but the one thing that scares me is like at night, and
And you look out.
I don't
and
want to.
it's just like-
There's no way I'm going 10 feet from the railing.
No,
Like,
yeah, dude,
it's-
if you fall, you're done.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not finding
Yeah.
you.
And I've seen so many videos where people fall out, and it's just like I would lose my mind.
No,
No,
I
you're
would
dead.
literally-
Like,
that's so terrifying.
And it goes pretty fast.
Yeah, no, it
Cruise ship.
does. And
Yeah.
like, here's the thing: you fall out, and like the amount of because when those waves are crashing up against the boat, and you're getting pulled
Yeah.
out in the
Yeah.
sea, you're not getting found, dude.
Yeah.
Like there's just too much.
it's awful.
That's so scary.
For me,
Yeah.
it was whenever it was storming and like you got the bottom
Oh.
layer. It looks too much like the
Mhm.
Titanic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the waves are over like the window.
Oh,
and,
that's
like,
awful. Oh, I cannot.
Dang.
But it's whatever. I mean, it's cool.
Cruises are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Last question for this interview part. Before we move on to SMU, who's your favorite football player?
I'm definitely a big fan of Cole Beasley. He actually just got picked up by the Bucks today.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Good
practice squad. I actually am a big fan of Devontae Adams. But I relate to Cole Beasley a lot. Julian Edelman, Braxton Berrios for the Jets, Trent Taylor for the Bengals. A lot of small little white guys in the
Mhm.
league. Danny Amendola, Wes Welker, all those guys.
Walker.
Yeah.
Fun fact: my brother's friend, when we used to live in Oklahoma, that was his cousin, was Wes Walker.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Sorry,
Wes is a dude. I
He
like
was
Wes a lot.
fast.
Yeah.
He was so fast.
Wes is a dude.
Yeah.
Big
All right.
fan.
So we got 3 SMU questions. If y'all don't know, Jaxson is committed to SMU to play
Pony up.
football.
Yeah.
Pony up. Are you planning to enroll early?
Yes, I'll be graduating in October, November, December. 3 months.
3 months. Wow,
OMG.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it
That's
is crazy.
All right. What made SMU the choice?
It was the best situation for me, and just seeing how it's all blown up kind of right now has made it even better decision. I've kind of looked at it always as very educational school, but just the stuff that they've got going on up there, like our receiver, Rasheed Rice, is leading the nation in receptions, and receiving yards. Like,
That's insane.
he is the best right now in receiving yards, and that is very hard to do at all levels. And they're able to do stuff like that Power 5 schools can do, and we're actually going to become Power 5 here close in the near future. Not sure what conference yet. So it's everything I've kind of really wanted. They are paying their on-scholarship players $36,000 a year. Like, you don't even have to step on the field, and you're getting paid money.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Yeah,
That is
sign me up.
crazy.
It's my hometown, Dallas. So why wouldn't I choose
Yeah.
SMU, you know?
And so do you want to stay, like, is the factor of it being Dallas, you'd rather, like, go to school here, be close to home, like, all that stuff?
See, in my opinion, I don't think the home thing really affects me that much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, Another thing was I was always told, and where you go to college is probably where you're going to end up living is around that area.
Mhm.
And I kind of want my kids to go to school here.
Yeah.
If it keeps like going on the track that it's going, I would want my kids to go back to schools around here.
Yeah.
Hopefully Lovejoy eventually. But
That'd be cool.
I mean, it's just, why would I want to go somewhere like, I don't know, Stillwater, Oklahoma? Like that would just be very, I don't know, nothing against Stillwater, Oklahoma, but I would not want to live there.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
I agree.
I feel that.
Okay, next question. What do you hope to achieve at SMU both as a player and for the team as a whole?
As a player, I kind of want to just, early I want to do my part and just be an impact in some sort of way, whether that be on special teams or hopefully in the offense as I get more reps going into spring ball when I graduate. I want to, sorry, what was the second part of that question?
What do you hope for like yourself and the team?
Myself, I kind of want to just become better each and every year, because college, it kind of starts all over again. You're back at the bottom of the totem pole, and everything you thought you knew about football can be completely wrong.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to be adaptable and be able to change, be able to understand the game faster, and I kind of want to just grow mentally because it's a whole nother level, and it's not for fun anymore, man. Like, this is a job.
Yeah.
I've kind of been trying to treat it that way ever since I've kind of lived in high school, and obviously I won't get the full effect until I get there.
Yeah.
But I hopefully I've done well with myself and have trained myself well enough to where this won't be a huge dramatic change, but if it is, I want to be able to grow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's good. Last one. What are you looking forward to most when you arrive on campus?
Food.
The food, definitely.
Palmer's chicken.
Oh yeah, Palmer's chicken. I'm gonna rush too, or try to, or is it rush or pledge? I don't even know.
Yeah, you're our
You would be a
pledge.
Pledge.
You'd be
Sorry,
a
I don't
pledge,
even
yeah.
know. Like that's how much I don't know about it.
Yeah.
I was just like, I was told by I have a couple of guys that are friends. They're Fidel's up there. I don't know why I said Fidel's.
It's a sorority, guys.
Yeah, Fidel's. They're Fidel's up there, and that's kind of what I want to do. A lot of them are football guys, and
It lets you branch out and
That's
meet
cool.
new people, which is
Yeah.
cool.
and especially what I want to major in, which is I want to double major in business and sports management, and that'll help a lot with my connections and
Yeah.
just all that if I ever wanted to actually consider that seriously. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, sweet.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Thank
All right.
you, Jaxson.
Thank you so much, Jaxson. You're awesome to have on the podcast, and we appreciate it so much.
Yes, legendary first episode.
Yes.
That is the first episode of the MW Sports Pod.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, this is great. I mean, we finally got it working. Hopefully,
Yay.
if you're listening to this, it worked. If you're not listening to it, then obviously it didn't work.
Obviously.
But we're hoping that it does work. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, we post once a month, maybe twice a month if we want to.
If we're
We're
feeling
seniors.
it.
We don't really want to do much. So that is the plan. So yeah, thank you guys,
Right.
and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Peace out. Roll cards.